Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So this is a day 3 of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and today we're going to be taking a look at Reanimator in Timeless format. So to kick things off, we have the Reanimate. For just the 1 mana, you can reanimate any card that you want from the graveyard onto the battlefield by paying life equal to the mana cost of the creature. So what you can do in this deck is, if you start it with Dark Ritual, you can turn 1 Dark Ritual into Collective Brutality, and then you can escalate by discarding a card and choosing more than 1 option, take away their removal spell in killing your Reanimate target, and then you could potentially kill one of your opponent's creature or drain 2 life, and then put your Reanimate target into the graveyard, and then into Reanimating in a single turn. You can do this in turn 1, which is what makes this card incredibly busted. And speaking of Collective Brutality, this is going to be our discard spell in this deck, along with Faithless Looting and Phyrexian Scrapyard. What makes the Collective Brutality actually pretty useful in this deck is because the -2/-2 kills Ragavan, Deathrise Shaman, and even Orcish Bowmaster, since our deck actually draws a bunch of cards. So most of our top-end creatures that you want to really reanimate, such as the Aatroxa, Gristlebrand, and Jin Gitaxias, they do require a discard spell to actually get it into the graveyard. But we're also playing some creatures that can just go to the graveyard naturally, such as a Troll of Khazad-dûm, and we have another new card from the set called Harvester of Misery, which is also a card that can go to the graveyard by itself. You can discard this card to kill a creature with -2/-2, which can kill things like Deathrise Shaman, but it does have TB if it actually comes onto the battlefield. It gives -2/-2 to all the creatures on the battlefield. So for example, if this actually hits the board versus something like Winota deck, it's basically a board wipe. And because this card is also relatively low costed, you can even Dark Ritual into this card, ramping into it. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of this card. But there is a big problem in Timeless with Reanimator. There's only one way to reanimate, which is Reanimate. There's other means, but they're not very well costed. So instead, we're going to be playing 4 copies of Philology Archaeologist paired up with 2 copies of Victimize. So not only the Philology Archaeologist, when it comes onto the battlefield, it could potentially mill creatures if you already have Reanimate in your hand. But if you don't have Reanimate in your hand, you could potentially mill a Reanimate and then put it back into your hand. But because we also play Victimize, you could sacrifice the Philology Archaeologist and then potentially reanimating 2 creatures onto the battlefield, which can be pretty powerful. So that's the compromise that I made because we don't have Entomb and more ways of reanimating in Timeless. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay. Let's try to reanimate. Let's try to reanimate. I would really like if we can actually reanimate here. Thoughtseize? Okay. Razor. That's not it. That is not it. Wow, their hand is pretty exceptional, actually. So that can grab a Titan. At least they actually don't have that castle, Garen break, so maybe we have a chance. Oh, another one. So I guess if we can't reanimate this turn, I'll Thoughtseize. Well, well, well. There is the Aatroxa. Okay. Next game, please. Shocks in. Surgical in. Show and Tell is a bit, I don't know. Do I want show and tells? Oh yeah, how are they gonna win if I name creature? Right? Maybe I just go Sarah's Emissary and name creature. Do I want Molten Collapse? I don't know. Oh yeah, Harvest. Actually, Harvester is going to be pretty nice. When this comes onto the battlefield, -2/-2, all the creatures. Pelagi's kind of nice, but it... This is like a reanimate strategy, right? If they bring like a Graveyard Hate, Pelagi becomes a lot worse. I think Jen can go. Let's go down on Faithless Looting. Cutting a lot of the Graveyard strategies. Okay. Show and Tell is definitely a little bit iffy. Since they can get Primeval Titan. I'm just doing it now, since they don't really play any like spells that could disrupt us. Oh wow, I can Thoughtseize myself into Sarah. Okay. We have a game. Or maybe I go... Actually, hold up. Maybe it's actually better to Sarah, like, later. Right? Ritual. Land. Show and Tell. Creature. We'll put a Gristlebrand in the graveyard. The reason why I wanted to go Aatroxa first is because they could have something like a Get Lost. Well, I guess we go Sarah now. And call creature. And then we'll go Gristlebrand next. Bum ba bum. It's either Gristlebrand next. I guess I should just Faithless Looting first to see if I can get a Thoughtseize or something. You know, Thoughtseizes. Okay. Fair enough. It's a bit weak, but we could like Dark Ritual into Harvester. Perhaps, perhaps. Elegant Pelor. I see. We're playing against a Winota deck. That's... okay. I think the Thoughtseize actually might have been the best card we could have drawn there. You're kidding me. You are kidding me right now. Okay, infinite lands. I think I have to Harvester. Dark Ritual into Harvester next turn. They didn't go for this one, so... Once upon a time... Okay, that's pretty sick. Into a Reanimate. Into a Reanimate. Grab another Reanimate. Honestly, like... Maybe Philology is actually a lot better at this point. And we'll attack. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. I mean, I'm gaining life with Aatroxa. Like, even if they got Winota, the only thing that saves them is getting, like, stealing the Aatroxa, right? But at that point, like, I already lost. Light point doesn't really matter. Whoa, I would not do that. Oh, actually, are they dead if they don't block? Okay, well, my opponent actually made this a lot easier. Harvester is really good against them, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, this card is a pretty, like a freaking house. What a card. Very nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Okay, so let me see their deck. So Ashiok doesn't stop Winota because it's not a search effect, it's a look effect. I guess Sarah is gonna be insane, right? Name creature, and what are they gonna do? Play a show and tell as well. Collective Brutality is gonna be good. Again, we're just going to do the same thing that I always do. Get rid of a Philology plus Victimize in the game 2. Maybe something like that. Okay, we got Sarah, but we can't keep this one. Too slow. Yeah. Ritual into a Demonic Tutor. Doesn't sound too bad. The Brainstorm turn 1. Oh. I still think we Brainstorm turn 1. Did they play Orcish Bowmaster? It was Naya last game, right? wonder. No land? Are you kidding me? Oh, we got collective brutality. Hold the phone here. Okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. I'm just not sure if I'm reanimating the Aatroxa or the Sarah. Hold the phone here. So, Dark Ritual. Collective Brutality. I think we're reanimating Sarah. That was pretty good. Good thing we actually discarded the Sarah instead of the Aatroxa. It was tempting. We would have been in a pretty bad spot if we actually put the Aatroxa instead. What a dumb game. What is happening? Since Ragavan can't actually deal damage right now, like, they can't actually steal anything. GG's. Okay, we have a Victimize, but nothing else. It seems like they kept like a one-lander if they're doing this. It seems like they're pretty desperate for a land. Oh. I don't think I'm actually gonna be casting this Brainstorm unless they like... Okay. Okay. Reanimate. So, I can Dark Ritual, play Philology, and potentially reanimate something. 2, 3, right? I'll grab an island into a ritual. Okay, we did get a harvester. It's not like the greatest harvester ever, but it, you know, it's something. Seems like they have a light up the stage. Okay. So let's brainstorm first. Do I want to die next turn? They could potentially kill me if I actually reanimate this Aatroxa here. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. I think we're gonna victimize. It's just too risky, right? It's just too risky. Taking 7 damage. This is bad. My opponent decided to just play out the Orcish Bowmaster on their turn, so I can't actually like brainstorm or anything. We might actually just be dead, honestly. Yeah, Victimize requires 2 creatures in the yard, and currently we actually only have 1 Aatrox in the yard. Yeah, potentially we're dead. We'll see. If they don't do anything, like, not kill our creatures, we're probably dead. They play with fire. They have more burn than usual. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. We actually couldn't play our Reanimate. Maybe reanimating the Harvester was a mistake. Yeah, we just don't want Thoughtseize in this matchup. We actually won Pitting Needle versus Rolling Vortex. Funny enough. Let's try this. That's so unfortunate. This would have been so good if it wasn't Phyrexian Scrapyard, so we can show until next turn, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. We're still at 15, like, it's not the worst. Okay, that's a good sign. They're trying to fix their top because maybe they can't handle this Gristlebrand. That's always a good sign. Bobble. Do they actually have the card that I think they do? That's insane. Wow. Well done. Well, I guess it's now time to hope they don't have exactly what they have in their hand is 3 damage burn spell. Or 2 damage burn spell. Ah. GG's. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that kind of sucks. I haven't really been fortunate enough to like have an insane start with this hand yet. I guess they could have a Orcish Bowmaster, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have actually kept this one. I'll just play the Phyrexian Scrapyard and pass the turn. Because this could be a Bowmaster turn, right? Oh, it's an Omnitel. Okay, so Spell Pierce, Ashiok, Surgical. I think that's about it. Get rid of a Victimize and Harvester. Last two cards. Maybe a copy of Faithless Looting and a Brainstorm. Okay, so we can go Ritual into Ashiok. Pretty nice. This is just so strong together. Like, it's actually kind of broken sometimes.
Fear, terror, your final
Okay.
terror is upon you.
One show and tell gone. That's good. Nice. Nice. I wonder if I should Ashiok first. So, like, if I draw a Surgical, I can get rid of all the show and tells. Right?
I leave you with
Okay, two show and tells gone.
nightmare.
Three show and tells gone. Interesting, interesting.
This is my masterpiece.
Okay, I think it's time to Collective Brutality. Omniscience. So I've only milled one Omniscience so far. Okay. Nice. Let's go with Gristlebrand. I think Gristlebrand's a lot better. Okay, so they don't have a show and tell anymore. All of them are gone. Let's do that again. Okay, wow. I'm actually gonna keep this. Surgical plus Thoughtseize. I don't like the fact that we have a, you know, tap land going first. Because I do want to Thoughtseize this turn. But it is what it is. I'll take a land. Okay, I think we won, right? Yeah, I think we won. So show and tell. And then we surgical. Show and tell. And it's game over, I guess. Yeah, that's just... It's just too easy. Like, surgical is such an insane card now. Like, so, like, this deck used to be, like, the most degenerate deck, but with Thoughtseize plus surgical, it makes their game plan so much worse. Well, we have Reanimate. We have Collective Brutality. Potentially a hand. Potentially. I could just Faithless Looting now. And then Collective Brutality next turn. This is also safer against Bowmaster right now. We're playing against Omnitel. Great. Thoughtseize. Let's put the Jin-Gitaxias and Harvester in the graveyard. Unfortunately, we actually can't play the Brutality here. Like, it would be pretty nice if we could, but... Can't really do that right now. They counter this, we reanimate the Jin-Gitaxias. And then we collect the Brutality the following turn. Okay, we're not playing against what I thought we were. Yeah, completely off the rail here. Like, I thought we were playing against Show and Tell, but it's actually not. They also play Leyline Binding, which is kind of annoying. But they play Swords. We can't play that if we want to reanimate another creature, right? Nice, we have another Reanimate. Got another Reanimate. They're gonna be able to source, but we're gonna be able to draw a bunch of cards. Plus, we're also gonna be gaining life. And even if we had Thoughtseize, by the way, like that wouldn't have worked, right? Because I would have had to reanimate first before Thoughtseizing, since I don't have the life. Yeah, we got another reanimate. This one's gonna be good. We only have Harvester in the graveyard. actually. Also, playing that land was so bad. We did play around the Spell Pierce by playing the land first, but we also got a little bit punished because we actually found a Phyrexian Scrapyard. I didn't really think about this possibility.
I'm known for my excellent timing. That's more like it.
Nice. That's pretty good. Let's see. I could just Aatroxa now. Ooh, they got something. No more lies? I can pay for no more lies right now. But this is actually what I wanted. The Logi. Dark Ritual lets me cast Harvester as well. Victimize. Another land. I can't go... I guess I could go Dark Ritual. I could go Dark Ritual, discard the Aatroxa. Victimize, get back Harvester and Aatroxa, but I don't think it's like that good. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. We'll just pass. Oh, no. I actually made a mistake. Like, man, this deck actually has a lot of blinds. Like, this deck actually has a lot of blinds. I could have gone Ritual into a Victimize because I just milled a Troll. Right? Man. It's actually pretty insane how many lines this deck has. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, to say the least. I'm getting so much life because of my opponent. So, Gristlebrand, Dark Ritual, Demonic Tutor, or I could get Philology. But I do have a Victimize, so maybe going Philology is a little bit better. I'll cast Dark Ritual. Okay, they decided to use swords. Binding. We milled a Gristlebrand. Collective Brutality? Is that even good? Probably not. Let's discard you. Victimize Aatroxa and Gristlebrand. Okay, I'm kind of feeling it. We did some really nasty, degenerate stuff there. Okay, so we bring some show and tells in this matchup. Emissary. The fact that they have enchantment removal and like instant speed removal, kind of annoying. And Planeswalker removal as well. I wonder if Victimize is gonna be good. Like, again. Like, I kind of doubt it. Yeah, Harvester is gonna be pretty bad. Let's go. Oh! Isn't that pretty? So I can reanimate. I'll Dark Ritual. Thoughtseize to scout it out. Let's get rid of swords. And we'll cycle to a Blood Crypt. And we'll reanimate the troll. Perfect. Apparently they can't block. Ooh. That's why this card is really good, because it gets rid of Bowmaster plus Deathray Shaman. I think I'll draw... So next turn is gonna be Collective Brutality, right? No matter what, I think. We'll get rid of, Counter Spell. Our life total is a bit low. They were looking for a land there. I think we go for Troll into... What should I do? I mean, I can kill the Deathray Shaman, but if the Uro comes down, I don't have a... I don't know how I'm gonna win. So I think we're just going to do this. Whoa, what the heck? Thoughtseize and Troll. Test of Talent. It's annoying. This one's gonna be a pretty close game. It's actually gonna be a pretty close game. You know, maybe we should actually bring in some Ashyoks. Like turn 1 Ashyok. Turns up Uro, stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately, they were able to find all the lands possible. Bit unfortunate. Dark Ritual. Okay, they got it. Yeah, let's bring some Ashyoks in. They play Deathray Shaman in a control deck, which makes Harvester a little bit better. Not too much though, like it's okay, but I don't know. Is this really that good? Yeah, I don't really like it. Maybe we should try something like that. So we're gonna be just mulliganing for Reanimate or Ashyok, I think, like Ritual into Ashyok. You know, speaking of, we also have a blocker for the Shaman as well.
Beg for you. I leave you with one last
Nice.
nightmare.
Pretty nice mill. Swords and a Teferi. And we also turned it off. Okay, so let's see what they got. Yeah. Ashiok, what a card. Okay, we do have a removal spell, but it's game 1, right? Like, we have to be degenerate. Like, we can't just keep something like this. Like, it's just too safe. Well, maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh boy. Help. You know, actually, because we have a Phyrexian Scrapyard, I think we should have actually kept the Brainstorm instead of the Faithless Looting. Ah, okay. Let's not show them our deck. I think this hand would have been so sick if it wasn't if we just didn't get a Phyrexian Scrapyard there, but it's okay. It's okay. So currently they don't technically know what we're playing, so maybe we can just go in without sideboarding. Seems like it's like a Blood Moon deck. Okay. Seems okay. Another Reanimate. I'll take that. Let's just kill that. Yeah, it seems like a Blood Moon deck. And we'll just reanimate both of them. Well, they're gonna give me red source, so let's grab a swamp. And let's just... Do we pass? Nah. Nice. Okay, you know what? Sarah's Emissary in. Let's play Show and Tells. Now that they know what we're playing. Victimizes out. Philology out. I think that's it. Maybe we should play like Molten Collapse. So we got Collective Brutality as a removal spell, Molten Collapse, and Harvester. And we can cut some Thought Seizes. I want to see some like turn 1 stuff. Well, it would have been nice if I could cast this Brainstorm, but I don't think I can actually keep this one. This one's a bit better. So we can reanimate and show and tell. Okay, you can have a land. Probably a Blood Moon coming down though. They did a mulligan though, so I'm not sure. It would be nice if it's not a Blood Moon. So I can like at least like try to get the show and tell. Oh no. My opponent, why do you do this? We might not even be able to like get to these creatures because we're gonna be so low on life, right? Not even reanimate. Oh man, that I think the play here is actually pass the turn. I don't think we can reanimate. We have to get this Gristlebrand out. I think that is I think that's the play here. Unless this is another bolt, then we actually lose the game. Because we can't... Can we Blood Crypt? Ah, they have a Colossus. Yeah, I think they got us. GG's. That turn 1 Ragavan just messed us up. Okay, again, just as a reminder, you can't see the sideboard right now. Wizard of the Coast just has to fix this. But you can look at all the sideboards in the link down below. So, yeah, the Reanimator. It was okay. It definitely didn't feel like the strongest deck. Maybe I got a little bit unlucky because I played against 2 burn decks. For some reason, I haven't seen a single burn deck in like maybe like a week. And all of a sudden I play this Reanimator. And all of a sudden, everybody's on burn deck. And because we play Reanimate, and reanimating just, you know, reanimating a Troxa or a Gristlebrand, although these have lifelink, it's not gonna go well if you reanimate against a burn deck. Like, you're taking 8 damage, you're taking 7 damage, they're gonna have Skullcrack, they're gonna have Rolling Vortex. The matchup is just so bad. And all of a sudden, I queue this up, and we see double burns. But besides that, you know, 4 wins, not bad. So let's kind of go over some of the cards that I actually really liked. So, Harvester of Misery. So obviously, Reanimate, a very strong spell. Like, I don't really have to go over whether or not Reanimate is a good card, right? So I'm just going to omit these cards out, like, because these are just self-explanatory. First off, Harvester of Misery. I think this card was very, very good. It gets rid of Orcish Bowmaster, it gets rid of Deathrite Shaman, it gets rid of all the Winota creatures. If you reanimate this, right, you could even just, you know, Dark Ritual into Harvester and just kind of wipe out the board. That's also a thing as well. Like, by itself, you don't even have to reanimate this. You know, by itself, you just discard this card, -2/-2, whatever the target, and it's just done deal. Very, very good. So, like, it's a self-supporting, put into a graveyard, so, like, along with Harvester, Troll, like, you don't need Faithless Looting to put it into graveyard, so kind of like these two a lot for that reason. And Philology Archaeologist. So this is a card that modern decks use to fill up the graveyard. Currently in Timeless, we only have 1 Reanimate spell that's reasonably costed for the power level of the format. So that's why I kind of decided to play Philology Archaeologist, and which also kind of goes pretty well with the Victimize as well. And after sideboarding, like, you take out some Victimize and some Philology Archaeologist to put in some Show and Tell. Well, there's supposed to be a Show and Tell here. That has been my go-to sideboard plan. Just take out the Victimize in the game 2 and 3 and put in Show and Tell. and it's been generally working out. And also, because we don't have Entomb in this format, right? Collective Brutality, this is a card that I've actually seen somebody else use against me, so that's why I decided to play Collective Brutality. You can Dark Ritual into Collective Brutality, into Reanimate, all of that in turn 1, right? Like, that's pretty powerful. Although we haven't actually seen this combo once, so which is kind of unfortunate. But we have been able to do this on turn 2. And obviously, Faithless Looting, very good in the stack. And Brainstorm. So along with Brainstorm, Faithless Looting, and 4 copies of Patrol, we're able to play 18 lands. You know, you could go down to 16 lands, potentially. But at game 2 and 3, you're bringing in Show and Tell. Like, you might not even be able to get a land drop after the first 2 if you go down to 16 lands. I'm kind of hesitant to do that. And even as like a 18 land deck, it was fine. Although the deck didn't perform as I liked, it can definitely win some games. So if you're into Reanimator, it's definitely a possibility now. And let's say like if you don't want to craft Victimize, you don't have enough wild cards for Victimize, this is definitely something that you could leave out and play something else. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you guys like the video so far, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.